Hey everyone, Darcenovia back once again, and I'm going to review Cloak of Deception by James Luceno. This is my third book in a row that I reviewed that's done by James Luceno. Well, it's the duology if you count that as one, but whatever. One of my favorite authors in the expanded universe, and he doesn't disappoint me as usual. Cloak of Deception basically is one of the last books, if you're reading chronologically, that you'll be reading before episode 1. This pretty much explains a lot of the stuff that happened, that led up to that. I know there's some details that some of the casual fans don't really care about. That's fine. Most of them don't care about the prequels, so that's okay. But fans like myself want to know why this happened, why it happened this way. And this book explains it. It explains it perfectly. This explains, basically, if you want to really be blunt, what happened to the last Chancellor of the Republic. Because remember, Palpatine, he may have been Chancellor, but he technically he became the Emperor, honestly, by Revenge of the Sith. So the last legit Chancellor of the Republic was Chancellor William. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, correct me. This explains pretty much what happens with him, why the Senate has no confidence in him, and why Padme Amidala pretty much votes for a vote of no confidence. And this book pretty much explains it perfectly. Now, if you are not into the political stuff in this, well, that's fine, but this book also is one of the few books in the adult novels that does feature Qui-Gon Jinn, as one of the central characters, which I'm all for Qui-Gon Jinn. Some more Qui-Gon Jinn. He's barely in the books. I think he's highly underrated, but I'll get to that when I get to the Jedi Apprentice books. But anyway, this also, explains what Palpatine was doing as well before he became the Chancellor in Episode 1. And how, people, gained confidence in him. It also explains about Viceroy Ned Gunray and vice versa. This is a great book. This is in my opinion, this is pretty much a good prequel to the first, prequel movie. I think it's awesome. There hasn't been really that many EU books I really don't like, what I've read so far. James Luceno is one of my favorite writers in the expanded universe. I think he does a great job, as usual. If you're looking for a standalone story that could fit in, and also if you're one of those new canon readers, I believe this a book that would fit in the new canon, because they do mention this in one of the novels. I'm pretty sure they mentioned in the novel Tarkin some events that happened in here. But Tarkin was meant to be part of the Legends canon. So that explains it. But it's not impossible for this book not to be canon. As what Timothy Zahn would say, because Disney, let's face it, they're not going to ever revisit this era, really. If they do, they're not going to really do much. And I feel like this book does a great job of fleshing things out. Now, you gotta take into consideration, they didn't reveal that Darth Sidious and Palpatine are the same person, but even those who have read the post-Return of the Jedi stuff already knew this at the time this book came out. But at the time, they wanted to keep it concealed, as if the characters in the story did not know. I'd give this 4 out of 5 stars. I think it's a great read. It's also great to lead up to Episode 1. And now the book you want to read after it, well, I'm going to review that one right now. Why not? Anyway, this is Darcenovia, over and out. If you stay tuned for Darth Maul's Shadowhunter.